What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about health anxiety and a huge turning point in my recovery process. So you want to stick around for this whole video. I'm going to keep it nice and short today for you. An awesome perception that I developed, and I hope you guys can get something out of this. But you know what time it is. Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment down below as well. Let me know what your anxiety is like. How are you doing today? What symptoms are bothering you? Whatever you want to share, that's for you. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, be a part of this family. Tons of anxiety videos like this to help you recover. All right, so I had health anxiety, generalized anxiety, and panic disorder for 5 years, but that last year was a recovery period for me. So in the beginning, it was me raising my levels of awareness, raising my levels of education. How does anxiety work? Why do I feel this way? Why am I having, anxiety or anxiety symptoms or physical symptoms when I'm having a good day, So I understood the subconscious-conscious relationship. I started to, not be afraid of getting my initial reassurance from doctors, to getting the testing done. I started to work on my acceptance. Then it was implementing diet, being consistent with my exercise, desensitizing my body, exposing myself to fear. All these things helped me recover, and they're all equally as important, okay? Everything has to come together at the right time. So those of you that have been doing this and that, but you're not putting it all together, that could be why you're not recovering. But something that popped up in my mind when I finally started recovery from my anxiety, and it stayed in my mind throughout the whole thing, and it came up multiple times a day, was I'm finally just sick and tired of worrying about the future. Now, sure, I had my issues with the past, and a lot of us do, right? Grieving, things that have happened, regret, all that stuff. It does play a part. But with my health anxiety thing and my generalized anxiety, it was mainly the future that I was always worried about. With health anxiety, that was death or dying or disease. My test results, right? What am I going to die of? That doctor visit that I have, that phone call where they're going to tell me what my blood work was. Being the smallest statistic, being misdiagnosed. Those are my main freaking fears. Thinking that this article that I read about somebody dying from cancer was going to be me, or, my dad is diagnosed with this, so since I'm his son, that means I'm probably going to be diagnosed with this as well. Those types of things. I finally had gotten to my breaking point where I was like, I am sick and freaking tired of worrying about something that I have no proof of. And that is not happening in this moment today. So I guess in a nutshell, I decided to become more present and take my life day by day and focus what I needed to do today to recover and to be a better person and to get the most out of my life. Instead of worrying about things that I have zero proof of, and also, really importantly, are not happening right now. They're in the future. And this isn't just advice for health anxiety recovery, or general anxiety recovery, or panic disorder recovery. This isn't advice for life. This is going to help you down the road. Your life is going to get longer, and you're going to be having a more fulfilled life because you're not worrying about the past, and now you're not worrying about the future. You're saving the fear for the moment. And by that, I mean, I don't want to die. That's going to suck. That's going to be sad. I love living. I love being here. I love my family. But I'm going to save the fear for that day, or the days maybe leading up to it. I don't want to be diagnosed with cancer. But you know what? I'm going to wait till that day to be upset about it. I'm not going to think about it for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and waste all that time that's precious, that I could be happy and getting the most out of life, worrying about something that I haven't been diagnosed with yet. I'll cry that day, and then I'll work on fighting it. I'm not going to sit here and think I'm the 0.00001%, statistic that's going to have a heart attack at 22. I'm tired of that. It is physically and mentally exhausting. And I started to realize what it was doing to me physically and mentally. And I got tired of that. I was like, wow, trying to control everything. I was sick and tired of always worrying about being misdiagnosed. And I finally came to this realization: if I'm going to keep on being told that I'm healthy and I'm going to be misdiagnosed, and I can't really control that at all, and I'll find out when something happens. But I have zero proof right now that there is something wrong with me. Zero proof. Nothing is happening now. I'm not being diagnosed now. Not getting that phone call today. You can use this, guys, if you have an MRI coming up that you're worried about. You're not in an MRI right now. A CAT scan, a doctor's visit. You know, a phone call that's going to tell you what your blood work was. Stop wasting the time up to that point being upset or being unhappy or worrying about it or catastrophizing. Take your life day by day and get the most out of it. You're alive today. There's air in your lungs today. You don't have a diagnosis today. You're not getting bad news today. So live like there's nothing wrong, you know? And I know this isn't easy to grasp, and you're not going to be able to be perfect at this, you know? Like I said, this is a mindset that I developed over that period of a year, but it helped me. It brought everything together. I got sick and tired of worrying about something that wasn't happening. You know, and this could be for anything. If you have social anxiety, you got a meeting coming up, an interview, a speech you got to give. You're not giving a speech now. Now, does that mean that you're not going to be anxious that day? No, but you're not wasting all the time before that. And also, you're not building up that anticipatory anxiety that's going to make that day worse. That's another aspect of this. It started to change everything for me because whenever I decided, like, I'm going to wait till I get that phone call, I wasn't like shaking whenever I got the call like I was before. Or I got that doctor's appointment. I'm not going to go in there like this and my vitals aren't going to be as high as they, would have been before because I didn't walk in there like a loaded gun because I didn't build up to it. So this will help you there. So I finally just got sick and tired of it. So are you ready to let that element of control go today? Are you finally tired, sick and tired of being worried about something that's in the future, something that is not happening now, something that you have zero proof of? Are you tired of worrying about being misdiagnosed? Are you tired of thinking that you're the small, tiny statistic? I finally got to that point. Some of you are doing a lot of great things right now. You're keeping up with videos, you're doing therapy, you're coaching, maybe you've got my course, maybe you're starting to learn consistency and diet and exercise, exposure, everything. Maybe this is the last piece. Coming to that realization that I'm tired of living my life in tomorrow. I want to live for today. And that's the power of the present moment. Power of the present moment is going to be amazing for your health, anxiety, recovery. And guess what? It's going to make your life a lot longer. Life goes by quick whenever we're in the past or the future. So you taking life day by day could be a huge component. All right. Well, it's a must. It's a must component in your health, anxiety, recovery. But I hope this video touched your heart today. I hope you could grasp some of this. Some of you got more suffering to do. I'm just going to be 100% honest. Some of you are not ready to let your guard down. Some of you are not ready to let go of control. But some of you may have gotten inspired by this or motivated to develop this mindset. And it'll still take you some practice. You're not going to get it just like that today. It takes time to develop this mindset. But I encourage you to start working on that today and doing all the other things that are good for anxiety recovery. If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to go down below and I want you to put in all caps, I will let go of control. I will let go of control. But if you need extra help with your anxiety recovery, go down below in the description, in the first pinned comment, get my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. I dealt with the GAD, the generalized anxiety disorder, the panic disorder, and health anxiety for years, and I fully recovered. So that's my game plan on how I tackled it. It's not just about the mindset that we talked about today, although that's an important component. There's a lot of other things that you have to be doing. You need the strategy, you gotta be consistent, you gotta be patient, you need the diet, you need the exercise, you need a daily routine. You have to expose yourself to fears. You have to learn about the enemy. You have to be aware of the enemy to defeat the enemy. So that's why I called it Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, because it's kind of like a boot camp. If we're gonna go into battle, which we are gonna do, we have to understand the enemy. We have to know how to fight it. We have to get equipped with tools, with knowledge, all right? With a mindset. So please go down below and check that out. My one-on-one coaching info is down there. A link for online therapy is down there. If you've never been diagnosed or tried therapy, do that, try it out. My TikTok, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, free Facebooks, all of that is down there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you got value out of this, always hit the like button to help me get these videos out to more people. And if you are new, please subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, please do me a favor today, if you haven't yet, and hit the bell so you get notified when I put my videos out. That's gonna help out a lot. And it's also gonna make sure that you don't miss anything. But until next time, guys, keep fighting.